To show you just how cheap these drones are compared to more advanced drones that are used for similar missions. First of all, how do they actually change the game? They are low cost, which means they are expendable and there is no financial pinch. They are very, very easy to build. You saw that drone, a man was just manhandling it, which means they are elementary, they're rudimentary, they're simple and easy to build very quickly in large numbers at scale. Number 3, disproportionate capability for damage. You've seen the Shahed smashing into targets in different Gulf countries and causing untold damage, which means a $35,000 drone is capable of causing a geometrically more amount of damage than it was built for. It's cheap enough to deploy in swarms because the operator doesn't mind losing them. They can be sent out in large numbers. They deplete the air defenses of countries like Israel and others by forcing their air defense systems to constantly send out missiles to engage them. Therefore, you're depleting the enemy's air defenses. The attacker spends thousands of dollars. The defender spends millions of dollars. That is the mathematical key to how these drones actually work. Now let's show you a little bit about the figures. I showed you the Shahed drone, which is where this entire story started. They cost anywhere between $20,000 to $30,000 a piece. The Lucas drone, which was inspired by the Shahed and in fact was reverse engineered, is just slightly more costly at about $35,000. An Israeli suicide drone with similar capabilities called the Harop costs about $1 million. India operates these drones. Slightly more capable drones like the Hermes, which are more for surveillance, they cost about $6 million. The MQ-9 Reaper, which is the Rolls-Royce of attack drones, which are capable of firing missiles and staying in the air for extended periods of time, can you believe it? They cost about $30 million a piece. And then there's the Global Hawk, which is a very, very long range, very high altitude, absolutely advanced drone for surveillance purposes, costs $100 million, about as much as an advanced fighter aircraft. So where is $35,000 and where is $30 million? That is the kind of mathematics we're talking about, and that is the kind of range of prices we're talking about as far as drones are concerned. Now, a dirt cheap drone versus $1 million interceptor. I want you to think about this arithmetic as well, my friends. The cost of one Shahed drone or one Lucas drone is about $20,000 to $35,000, okay? The cost of one interceptor missile, one single interceptor missile that Israel or any other country will be forced to fire in order to intercept such a drone, costs anywhere between $1 million to $4 million. So you're firing a drone that costs about $20,000 and you're forcing your enemy to fire something as much as $4 million just to bring that down. The cost exchange ratio is 1:100 in favor of the attacker, and that is the advantage of such a drone. Iran's drone stockpile right now of Shahed drones is understood to be in the region of 80,000. Just think about that figure, 80,000 of those drones. The production capacity, 500 drones a month. Iran can fire 2,500 Shahed drones a day for the next 30 days if it has to, just to exhaust its existing stockpile. These are, of course, numbers that may come into question depending on the attacks that continue against Iran, but these are just some numbers to think about at this point of time.